AEW review.
All you, bro.
Top 5 storylines of the week. We coming to you live and direct. Aaron McKee, Steph Ronin, 4-4 Heelz. We gonna get right into it.
What up, y'all?
I had one already written down for the first one, but I could not start with that one. So that's gonna be later. But I'm gonna start with this one, and I wanted to see if you noticed this because this is very, very conflicting to me. Platinum Max on Collision, my guy. I mean, he is catching on, bro. It's catching on.
Who can go for 5 with the best wrestler alive?
Like, it's funny to him, you know what I'm saying? And it makes me laugh. Like, yo, this dude is silly. And
bro, I can't believe I've been doing it this long and this shit's working.
Who does he comes out to answer his 5? Anthony Bowens. Now,
his boy.
I gave praises to Anthony Bowens a couple weeks ago because he was very in sync with his music. He knew how to do that. And this week, he made a beeline straight to the ring. And before the bell could even ring, he started molly-whopping on that boy. Max Caster. No.
Didn't even wear his Buzz Lightyear uniform, bro. Didn't even wear it.
The crowd simultaneously, just by themselves, Max is the greatest wrestler. No, they started chanting, and Bowens looks to the crowd and started saying, no, he's not. No, he's not. And I was like, wait a minute. Are we getting a heel turn for Anthony Bowens? And immediately when I thought about that, I said, damn, they just made him go from here to here. All he needed, a double turn.
It was kind of a double turn.
Max turning face.
It was kind of a double turn. Yeah.
And then Bowens turning heel. And on top of that, who does he have with him? Billy Gunn. Mr. Ass.
My boy.
Billy Gunn.
Mr. Badass.
Like a little baby.
He tossed Bowen like
just
a little child.
He just
picked Bowen's a big dude. Billy Gunn just said, get the fuck off of him, bro.
Standing behind him. The fault of, I should kick you in your damn head. But he didn't do it. And that's not because he didn't want to.
Yeah.
That's because it ain't the time yet. And I guarantee you, it's coming. Anthony Bowens turning heel. Max Caster turning face. Do you see Billy Gunn switching sides and joining Max Caster?
I can see it. After what we saw on, I can definitely see it, bro. What we saw on Collision, it's happening, bro. I think it's happening.
This is the route they should have went a long time ago. I really think no one's scissoring, but I think
no more
Anthony
scissoring,
Bowens should have turned heel. And Max Caster should have stayed face. But, everything works out for itself because if Matt Caster was face, he probably wouldn't have came up with this best wrestler alive gimmick, and he wouldn't have gotten over. Because this gimmick, he was already over from his raps with the Acclaim, but as a solo star, this put him over. And it put him more over than Anthony Bowens. Because everybody thought Anthony Bowens was the true star of that group. I never thought he was. I thought it was fucking always Max Caster. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Anthony Bowens I feel like he's a better in-ring performer than Max Caster. But on the mic, entertainment value is definitely Max Caster, bro. So I'm surprised about that.
Yeah. Let's go, Max. People are the best wrestler.
They're gonna have a shirt. Trust me,
that shit's so good, like bro.
That. So I
want to say survive for 5 with
like
the best wrestler alive.
So I had to start with that one. I thought that was pretty. I was like, this got some heat. This got something to it. It got some wheels. Now, it's my original number one top 5 storyline.
It was good.
Was Athena and Toni Storm. They are really putting some juice and some energy behind this storyline with Athena, and I'm so glad that they are showcasing Athena on Dynamite and Collision, and when they're seeing her what she can do. Let me tell you something. One of the most slept on women in the industry today is Athena. She is so slept.
She's like 30-0 in ROH title
undefeated,
defenses, bro.
The longest
30-0.
Women's champion in ROH history. She has the total package. She can definitely go in the ring, and she can go on the mic. She has such a good charisma and character on the mic, and with the Billy Starks as her little lackey or her minion, as she calls him. Perfect. This is perfect. This is what Toni Storm needed. She needed another feud with a major star, and Athena is perfect for this right here. Now I'm gonna hit you in the head. Early prediction. I feel like Athena's going to get the title from Toni Storm.
I think so too. She's got a lot of momentum. She kind of because Toni Storm, I guess you could say she kind of is heel-ish with her promos and stuff, the way she talks. But she was such a good heel-ish that she's a baby face now. Yeah. But Athena's straight heel right now because she's going against the most beloved Toni Storm right now. So her winning would shake it up pretty good. Pretty good.
Can you imagine if Athena beats Toni Storm for the women's world title, and she's also the ROH women's world title? Who thinks will be mixed? She's gonna say, "I don't need 8 belts because none of your 8 belts are even world championships. Did you? I never noticed that. Mercedes Monet's belts, they're not. Neither one of them is the women's world championship of any kind of promotion. It's just like your strong arm champion,
just promotion
or TBS champion, or you just
She just won another one somewhere. She got 8 belts now, so impressive.
Very impressive. We haven't seen.
Remember, she has creative control in every promotion in the world. Remember that. It's not the promotion wanting her to wear the belt. She goes in. She has creative control over every promotion in the world. Yeah. And she says, y'all are giving me the belt. That's what the internet says.
Put these belts on her, right? I mean, like, come on, let's keep it real.
Yeah. She's forcing them. Probably gun to their head, bro. Probably gun to their head. She probably holds a gun to their head and says, you're giving me the fucking belt. It's not like if I was a small promotion, I'd want to put the belt on one of the world's most famous women wrestlers in the world.
No, you wouldn't want to do that.
It's not like I'd want to do that as a wrestling promoter.
That's not good for business.
She knocks on my door. She said, I'm taking the belt tonight. And I just say, you have creative control over the whole world. So go ahead. Even though you lost at AEW All In, even though you lost at that, so your creative control, that was, I guess, Mercedes' call too. It wasn't anyone else's call.
8 belts, Monet. We ain't seen that many titles on a wrestler since my man, one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time to me, is the Ultimo Dragon, with 10 titles when he was in WCW.
Yeah, he had a lot. Kenny had
nowhere
a lot.
near 8. I think he had about 4
he didn't
or 5.
Have the 8
like
though,
5,
right?
4, one of those two. But yeah, again, this storyline with them two is perfect for Toni Storm. And he saw Athena. She tried to call out Toni Storm. She was like, "What?" Said, see, I can do it too." She said she got on the balcony. She said, "But I just don't need to say a bunch of sexual innuendo things to get pops." I was like, "Oh shit, bro!" So they digging in deep with this one. I'm excited for this one. Question: when do you think this match is it Forbidden Door?
It's Forbidden Door, right? It's got to be. I think that. I mean, it's whenever Athena wants it to happen, really. So she got the contract. So, but I think it happens at Forbidden Door.
Do you see a case where Toni Storm and Monet kind of teams up at a certain point, and Billy Stark
to go against Athena?
Friend, you know what I'm saying?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know, yeah. I'm ready for Mercedes to get back to AEW, man.
Yeah,
she been gone since All In, so we'll see what happens.
Continue her run of a lifetime.
Yeah.
All right, my number 3 storyline of the week: MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. Whoa, boy,
my boy.
What has
your cheap ass watch?
I got a little problem. Too damn short.
It was too short. Yeah. Bobby done choked him in the locker room, bro. Pinned him against the wall. Shelton Benjamin's throwing cheap ass watches back at him. He said we was on to you the whole time.
Let me ask you a question. Since this, I just feel like they have so much more juice in this Hurt Syndicate MJF type of storyline. I feel like they are ending it a little bit too soon. But I think they're ending it soon only because I think Tony Khan booked himself in the corner. And you know what I'm talking about, right? With that fucking win for the Casino Battle Royal, he doesn't necessarily need to Hurt Syndicate anymore. If you think about it, right? He has the contract.
Yeah, he's got the contract. And he's trying to get a match without even using the contract. My boy MJF, Hangman Page is like, I'm not doing it, bro.
So
you're not baiting me.
I think that's why they probably ended it. Because like, what's the point of Max having the contract? But the whole point of him being with the Hurt Syndicate is I will help y'all retain these tag titles and y'all help me get the World Heavyweight Championship. That was the original deal. So I think Tony Khan kind of booked himself in the corner. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. This is all part of the plan. Maybe this is all part of the story. We just got to like let it see and let it play out. But to me, personally, I feel like this is short because I like the tandem of Hurt Syndicate and MJF. I think there's a lot more juice in it and more than the letting off to be. So, yeah, too short for me, but I'm going to see how it plays out.
Yeah. I think maybe they might be no, they're going to keep Hangman the champ for a while. So I was going to say maybe MJF wins, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin lose to the next tag team champions, the Young Bucks, after they win this tournament. Or as their name was on Dynamite, New Talent, I believe their name was.
Yeah, they got the jobber. Yeah, jobbers.
Got the jobber entrance, bro.
That was jobber. I was like, crazy.
But banging match with the Outrunners, aka Newport pants.
Taz said that
they
shit.
had the Newport cigarette pants on. It looked like,
and he's like, if you don't get it, you know if you know. You know what I'm saying? They fucking ring their like Newport cigarette boxes and shit from the top.
But Young Bucks, bro, I could see them, and then maybe I would like to see MJF with the title. And who wants a title shot? Bobby fucking Lashley. You know what I'm saying? I could see them.
So it's going to bring
that's
everything
coming
back
down the
around.
road. It's got to be.
If MJF catches in the contract on Hangman, Bobby Lashley, they don't have no more tag titles. He's done it for MJF because he was in the Hurt Syndicate. They're going to bring all this shit back around. I also think they did this because, again, I think Tony Khan kind of booked himself in the corner last week when Cope got help from the Hurt Syndicate. Their faces again. Yeah. That's amazing.
And that, I was like, all right, that kind of makes no sense right now, but all right. But then, well, it could make sense if FTR wins this tournament and it's FTR versus the Hurt Syndicate.
Now, it makes sense Coke only because they are the Hurt Syndicate. So they are hired guns whenever you need, right? But I feel like
they just want to hurt people.
They automatically made them baby faces. Back again. Right?
Yeah.
The only reason why they made them kind of heelish, and like we said it before, is because they had MJF. And MJF is such a heel that he'll get heat with anybody and whoever he's with or against. So I feel like, this is what happens. So they have to split him up. So now MJF, I don't know where he's going to go after this because it seems like at the end of Dynamite, he's finally going to get what he really wants. Is to continue this storyline with Briscoe. Yeah. The Toothless Wonder.
The Toothless Wonder, as he called him, or whatever.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Shout out to Briscoe. He's been showing me some the last couple of weeks, man. Before, I was like, he's just a novelty act. You know what I'm saying? And I think right now they are finally driving him away from Jay Briscoe and not let him be like, the brother that lost a brother, and now they are really putting they're really sinking their teeth into Briscoe, and he's actually coming to his own with his own persona, and I like it.
And MJF even mentioned it, bro. He's like, he lost the comedy gig, like the comedy talking. You're talking serious now, and shit.
They definitely are doing something with Jay, and when it's all said and done, they might be a series of matches between Jay and MJF, but I promise you, Jay gonna Mark Briscoe. He's gonna get one. He's gonna get one.
Yeah,
trust me. But MJF Hurt Syndicate, interesting dynamic. Number 3 storyline of the week. Number 4 storyline of the week for the AE Dubs. Yeah. Let's go to the Moxley and Hangmans. Great match.
Great match.
And I was like,
great match
I
again,
know
bro.
Great match. Fighters want to interfere, but how? They got security, and they did it. Claudio and Yuta comes to the crowd. Security jumps the rail to stop. That's a distraction because on the announcer side of the table, or I don't know how long she's been under that damn table, Rena Saphir pops out. Yeah. Hands the title to Moxley. Moxley was the title, the John Cena, as we call it. Still ain't work.
Yeah, the John Cena move. No, and that's why I thought the match was earlier in the show. I was like, the Death Riders are probably under that fucking ring, bro. The security guards over there. I was like, they probably under that fucking ring. Yeah.
But it seemed like
I don't know where she came from.
It seemed like she came from under the
they never really showed. Yeah.
Right next to the announcer's table. So
yeah, but I feel like fans would have been able to see her though, unless they had like a curtain over it or something. You know what I'm saying? But
it didn't work.
She came out of nowhere,
Hangman, and I think this is the last of the Hangman and Moxley because he pinned him 3 times. He pinned Moxley 3 consecutive times. All In. Then the match after All In for the tag match, he pinned him. And then he pinned him again.
Yeah. Moxley getting that "you tapped out" chance from All In because
the fuck out with a chain.
He did. I mean, he was getting hung.
Like that too. Hung. But see, the thing is, and you know what? And this
he
is
held it longer than I could.
You put your fucking foot in your mouth again. See, after All In, they had the tag match on Dynamite. He was talking so much shit and said, "If I was Tony Khan, I wouldn't have my world heavyweight champion beat Moxley for a second night in a row with just a little roll-up pin." But guess what, bully? We didn't get no roll-up pin last night. We got arms to the mat, shoulders to the mat, 1, 2, 3 after buckshot lariat on his ass. So that's what. See, you know what? And
done
again, I give Tony Khan props. He put the cherry on top. He said they had one more match to go, so that's why he didn't roll up. That's why he rolled up pin Moxley. They had one more match to go, and he said the final match, go ahead and pin him. Shoulders to the mat.
A lot of criticism online for having this match, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. They're just like, They want it all in to be the end. They're basically were saying that Tony Khan has no ideas, so he's just having them have another match. And I was like, but this one is no interference, no nothing. It's just a straight up wrestling match. Everyone banned from ringside, all that shit. So they just love to hate, bro. They're like, oh man, it was a good match, but why did they do it?
We literally
so you can be entertained.
Yeah. To make Hangman solidify himself as a strong champion by actually pinning Moxley, not tapping him out in the death match, not rolling him up in a tag match, but pinning Jon Moxley. This is the icing on the cake. Again, see, I honestly feel like people are so used to microwave fucking food. If it ain't this, they don't like it. But sometimes you gotta let that shit marinate. Let it marinate. Yeah. And I think it was done perfectly.
We got my boy Spider Monkey jumping off Mount Everest on everyone. My boy Darby Allin, bro, coming in. So he's going after Moxley, it looks like, for sure. And we might get a tag match with Darby, Hangman versus Death Rider.
I don't think so. I think we're gonna get another opponent for Darby. Another partner. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. I think the original the original
he's been gone a while.
Victims of the Death Rider storyline are gonna come back and get some get back. Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin. And let me tell you something. First time you ever hear some shit like this, 4 Heelz podcast. During that tandem, Orange Cassidy turns heel. He needs something fresh.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see Orange Cassidy turning heel. Not joining the Death Riders, but just completely turns heel. And I think so. That's what I think.
And get some pants with no pockets, bro. We don't want to see that.
Can you imagine if he comes out in like his wrestling gear? Just wrestling gear. You know what I'm saying? And he's not like he has like such a devilish mean streak, but he's still silent. He's still not talking a lot. He talks when he really needs to, but when he does, it's with such venom. Oh man, maybe an Orange Cassidy heel.
And we still got Jack Perry that needs to come back too, and maybe he comes back and he's kind of mad at the Young Bucks for losing their EVP power. That's where I see it. Maybe, bro. I don't know if they can do it. People really hate that, man.
Since Punk. But you know what?
Jungle Boy back to Jack Perry, baby.
Now Punk is the guy that's like on the downslope. Jack Perry comes back. Who knows? They might cheer Jack Perry because he's the dude who stood up to CM Punk. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even
lost the fight backstage, but stood up to him. You know? No, there was a little headlock, little love.
I just put him in a little headlock, and that's when I quit. I said, I'm out of here.
He's like, the dumbass don't listen. Bro, it's so funny going back and looking at all the press conferences with CM Punk and Tony Khan. And like CM Punk's like, there's plenty of people that like me backstage. And Tony Khan's like, no, there ain't, bro. Tony Khan's like, there's no one back there that likes you, bro.
We're going to talk about Word on the Street, so I'm not going to bring it up right now. But I would like to see more of the CM Punk. And like eventually one day, everything's going to come out like what really happened. Why was he disliked so much backstage? And I'm guaranteed it's going to be something to account of. He came in thinking like, I'm the company's biggest star. Yeah.
He probably just thought he was bigger than ever. He was probably think he was bigger than everyone.
Yeah.
Y'all need to listen to me because I'm CM Punk. Yeah. I'm bigger than all AEW type shit, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
People with egos, man. It's wrestling.
Bro, you ain't been in the ring in 9 years. What are you talking about, bro? Let us do this thing over here. This ain't the E. This is AEW. Okay? So, you know, let's see. I'm just interested to see how that shit plays out. Now, again, with the Hangman joint, I really believe it's the end of Hangman and Moxley. I think we're gonna see Hangman move on to something else. I don't think it's gonna be MJF. If it's not MJF,
it better be good.
Who's Hangman's next opponent? Who do you think?
I don't know, bro. That's what I'm like. I don't know.
Well, it's got to be MJF because he's about to be in a program with.
That's
Mark
the way
Briscoe.
They're going. That's why I think we're gonna get a Hangman Darby Allin tag match versus Death Riders, just to like while MJF and Briscoe fight one last time. Then we go switch to MJF. Hangman.
Are you ready for Hangman to be done with Death Riders, or you think it's got a little bit more juice in this? Mm-hmm.
I mean, Death Riders are the shit, bro. So it's hard to go away from the biggest heels in the game now, especially when you're the champ. You know what I'm saying? How long did Sting and NWO fight? It felt like 5 years they fought. Yeah. You know, it felt that long to me.
Yeah,
it felt that long. How long was DDP going against NWO?
Long feud.
Felt like 5 years. But you know what I'm saying?
But,
like,
you know, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Top 5 storyline of the week. Last one. And I didn't really realize it until last night. I said, well, damn, so they really sticking with this shit. Swerve and Okada. And guess what? Exactly, bro. I was going to say, Swerve's is winning. He's winning. He's winning the championship. He has to. He needs gold around his waist.
He has to.
He's winning.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was kind of dumb that Swerve comes out to help, but then by the time he gets to the ring, FTR or Outrunners already got it handled.
Yeah.
And like they already had like Okada kind of dazed, and then Swerve just jumps in and punches. I was like, he came out to help because Outrunners getting their ass beat. But then while he's, while we're Prince Nana in the whole time,
yeah,
the Outrunners get the upper hand on all three of them and have Okada. I was like, you can go back now, Swerve. We're good.
What is this going on in pro wrestling where if you come out to make a save, you are doing your whole
They take a long time to get to the ring.
Nana came out there with the coffee and did that, and Swerve came out. I'm like, what is going on? Swerve, it should have been like, whose house? He should have made a beeline to the ring.
Copeland runs to all sides.
Oh,
Copeland's running all the way sides of the fucking ring to do his shit with Spike. You have Penta doing his fucking walk to the ring.
We knew exactly what's going to happen when you came out. You was going to run to the left. You was going to run to the right.
Run to the right.
Like, man. So, yeah.
When you hear You Think You Know Me, you have at least 6 minutes to prepare.
Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, why are the wrestlers taking their sweet time to make the comment for these saves? And I've never been a big component of playing the interesting of a person who's coming to run in and save. I never understood that. That's one of those.
You like to just see him running down the ramp.
I'm so used to knowing someone's coming by the top of the crowd. And they did it right at All In. With Will Ospreay coming into that match, he just came out, and started hitting. There was no Will Ospreay theme or nothing. So I don't understand why they do that. IWC. Fofo Heelz to ask you a question. Do you like it when run-ins happen and they play the run-ins person's theme song, the entrance music? Are you happy with that, or do you prefer just to run out because it has a little sense of realism? Because at the end of the day, we know what's going on. But I just find it hard to believe, like, you're going to run out and try to save somebody. And you say, hey, hit my music. And you run out there and, just run out there.
Yeah. Even MJF beating up Mark Briscoe, Hangman walks to the ring with his music, holding the bell. It was a fast walk, but it wasn't your boy's getting his ass whooped run. You know what I'm saying? You imagine we in real life, bro, your boy's getting his ass whooped and you just walk to the fight.
In real life,
you're like, let me go break this up. I done walk it all over there.
You jumping and you swinging on
bro.
folks,
you sprinting over there.
Trust me, it ain't no time to waste. Immediately on site.
Too funny, bro.
Yeah,
too funny. But Okada Swerve, Okada won't. It's just Okada's just not for me, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okada's wrestling. All of his old shit, I've loved his old shit. New shit, AEW, since Okada's been AEW, I don't get it. Yeah. I don't get it. I'm sorry. So get that belt off him. Give it to
is Okada
my boy Swerve
out of the Don Callis family now?
Yeah, because Don always said it was just like a part thing, just to get back at Kenny type thing. So yeah,
I got a little side.
He's back with the EVPs, I guess.
The new talent,
or
jobbers.
Excuse me, new talent.
No theme music, no Tron, no nothing.
Yeah. And my boy Stokely's like, y'all ain't the bosses no more. And they're like, no. He's like, I was like, what the fuck was that?
Everybody's so simple around here.
They did. They were like, all right, man.
I love it though. I mean, that's a storyline that's worth talking about too. Is like shit, the Young Bucks storyline. They are, I'm wondering how they're gonna get back into power, and I wonder how it's gonna work out.
They're like lost puppies. You know what I'm saying?
Babyface turn with the Young Bucks with Kenny Omega. The Elite.
It makes the most sense, bro. The bigger, like Hulk Hogan always said it, the more you get booed when you turn, the louder the cheers. Yep. He told my boy Logan Paul that on the Impulsive podcast.
I got a little side note, and it's been dwelling on my mind for a while. I think I really have my favorite commentator in the game, and Nigel McGuinness, bro.
Nigel McGuinness.
It is witty, it's funny. And he honestly brings a sense of realism to the matches. Like when Tony would say, "Oh, they got connected," but he didn't really connect that well. I don't think they got all of it. You know what I mean? Like he'll make a sense of realism. To me, right now, the hottest person in the game on commentary, bro, right now, is Nigel McGuinness and all of pro wrestling. It's Nigel McGuinness. He's been on the roll. Now, my perfect pairing for, and I'm gonna say this, I think Nigel McGuinness is the best color commentator in the game. Some might say Corey Graves, because Corey Graves ain't nothing to sleep on. Corey is very good color. He's a very good color.
Yeah.
Matter
That's
of
my
fact,
boy. That's who I'm taking.
My dream team announced team right now will be Corey Graves and Nigel McGuinness. Just them two. Just those two on the mic. You can have, I can see Corey doing the play-by-play, and I can see, yes.
Because he's done it a while when
Corey
he was with Wade Barrett. He did
Nigel McGuinness on color. Shoot, I think that's some entertaining, good commentating right there.
That'd be good.
What about you, man? What you feel?
And I feel like Corey Graves is my favorite right now of all time. Right, not of all time. Currently, Nigel, I love Nigel. I think Tony Schiavone,
yes.
whatever, he be messing up a lot recently, bro. He'll say like the wrong move and Nigel will correct him, stuff like like Nigel's correcting him a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I've always loved Taz. Taz was always
I love him.
I really loved Taz when he was in WWE.
He's always been good.
He was always
he was good. I just feel like Taz and Nigel is probably their best tandem in AEW.
Yeah. And we already know what we feel about what do they call it? What does Jim Cornette call him? Sock face. We all know we don't like sock face. If I was Tony Khan,
I would tell
we do
Tony
not like
him. Look, just stick to the in-ring interviews. Like, I think he's superb at the in-ring interviews, his face mannerisms and and all that type of stuff. Like,
my boy looked uncomfortable talking to Christian Cage, bro. Christian Cage was going. He said, "I've been in some deep holes and I've gotten out of all." Bro, it was so Christian motherfucking Cage, bro. I would love to see this Christian in WWE, bro.
He can't.
It would be amazing, bro. It's amazing in AEW right now.
He's not very PG.
Bro, he is so fucking... And every time he got flustered, he was just like, I'm conducting business.
Shut your mouth while I'm conducting my business. I love that.
Yeah. And then he was like, talking to Cope, he's like, yeah, I did say that stuff about your wife. But is that bad?
Christian's gold. Christian Cage is gold. Now, what happened afterwards, I was not expecting that shit at all.
This concerto, bro. Is
AEW trying to make Christian the asshole we pity? Matter of fact, what was up
feel
with
bad
AEW?
for him, bro. We feel bad for him.
Did WB get on them about, man, I got to bleep out some of these cuss words from the crowd. Y'all letting too much shit go. Because they was bleeping out, like, Marina Shafir, that whole altercation, they were bleeping out mad stuff. They bleeped out the first time Christian said asshole.
Yeah.
They didn't do it the second time he said it. And then they did it the third time. I was like, what the?
Second time. He's like, fuck, I missed the button. My bad, guys. My bad. Yeah. Maybe they're just trying to maybe get more kids to watch. I don't know.
That's
you
true.
Always want to grow your audience and appeal to everyone, but I just don't get like They definitely don't blur this yet. We still get that all the time. I saw a crowd right to John Moxley's face, and then John Moxley does all the time. But like when you blur this, I still know what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to blur it.
Right.
I know what it is. It's a middle finger.
Nick Wayne and Kips. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I like the tandem of those two in the ring. I like the fact that they're split off from Christian, and I think this feud with Christian is before Cope intervenes and we get Christian and Cope as a tag team. I honestly feel like this feud with Nick Wayne and Christian, they're gonna have a match, a one-on-one match, and I think Nick Wayne about to get him. Most definitely. So I mean, this is good. This is how you make stars.
For sure.
I didn't care 2 cents about Nick Wayne when he was introduced by Darby Allin when he first came to AEW as Darby Allin's friend, and this and that. I ain't care nothing about him, bro. But ever since he was with Christian, and now I see the growth of him, and how good he's fucking great in the ring, bro. Like, good. 2 dead dads,
and now he's got
one dead dad, but you're just dead to me. This is good stuff,
dead
man.
To me.
Woo! Wonderful week for AEW.
Yeah,
Dynamite, Collision. I like Collision when it's live. It's so much different when it's live. It feels like its own different show. It feels like it's a different vibe. I like Collision when it's live. I don't like when it's taped or is taped behind AEW like a Dynamite. I do like Collision when it's live. I really think they should stick more to live. Matter of fact, I think tonight, is it a tape or is it live tonight? Shit, man.
It's live tonight.
This is the last show they were having at
live
Chicago.
Tonight.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
And
then we go
Chicago,
to, I believe, Cleveland.
That ballroom or whatever. Yeah, it's very loud.
It looks good. It's loud. And that's all you want. People were like, "Oh, they only sold whatever 2,000 tickets." I was like, "Well, the 2,000 tickets sounds louder than 10,000 people
But
sometimes."
great week for
You know what I'm
AEW.
saying? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I honestly feel like AEW after All In, I think they're still trying to figure out what they're going to do next with some of the major storylines. So their steam that they had before All In is sort of like with WrestleMania. Before WrestleMania, there's a lot of steam, and after WrestleMania, it's kind of downhill from here. Same thing with AEW. It's kind of like downhill from here with AEW. They
Tapers
kind of
off.
lost a little bit of that steam they had, but I mean, still great shows, still great stuff. It just ain't hitting like it was before All In. You know what I mean? So I guess you got to do that from time to time. You can't give everybody everything at once. So let's see. We'll see. Chill. I'll most definitely be watching Collision tonight and see how it's really going to turn. And I've been noticing they've been doing a lot of crossover with Collision and Dynamite. It hasn't just been one show. He's been carrying storylines over from both shows.
Yeah.
The major ones anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Athena and stuff FTR. Like that. They've been on both shows, stuff like that.
Let me ask you that. What do you think about the
been on both shows, madness? The women being,
Okay.
I like it. I
wonder what they're going to do with it. And is Megan Bain, is she associated with them or something? Or
that's because she came and helped, or does she just want to fuck up Queen Aminata?
Think about this.
You know what I'm saying?
There is so much.
Yeah.
Again, I love when Tony Khan puts the personas versus the personas and it meshes. You have the Queen Aminata versus the Megasis Megan Bain.
Yeah.
And that right there sells itself.
Megan Bain.
The similar type of the Amazonian Queen versus Queen Aminata. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's some good stuff right there. I'm waiting to see. And I'm gonna tell you right now, shout outs to Queen Aminata. I've seen her progressively grow within the last year, and she is like, I think that's the best thing about pro wrestling, that you see people grow. Like your girl Liv, you've seen her growth. Like, man, she was so green, so soft spoken in the mic. But then now you see her, now she's probably like the number 3rd woman behind Io and, well, maybe 4 behind Io, Bianca, and Rhea in the women's division. So I love it. To the top we go. So
to the top,
that concludes our top
back.
5 AEW storylines of the week. You know what's coming up next. It's Word on the Street. That's Aaron McKee to Steph Ronin. Till next time we see you from the Being All Elite. Peace.
Peace.